Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Crypto Teacher. My name is Ida and I am your crypto teacher. Okay, we're going to talk about crypto. What gives crypto its value? How do you know which crypto to buy? How do you know what cryptos do? We know right now that there's over 17,000 different crypto and digital assets. How do you know which one has value and what that value is? Well, today I am going to review 4 different categories of cryptocurrencies and digital assets to give you an understanding so that you can make your decisions on what you want to do with your own investments. Remember, guys, I am not an investment advisor, and any information that I share with you is simply for educational purposes. Okay. Don't forget, I bring you videos at least 3 times a week. If you haven't already, please click on like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Yes, I like to sing. I do. So, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so first, guys, you all know that one of my favorite platforms is Coingecko, and I use Coingecko to find out a lot of information for me, so I can use that information to make my investment decisions, okay? This is where I get my white paper, I get my all-time high, my all-time low, I get volume, I get everything from this website. Okay, so here we are. So first, I am on Coingecko. I know the market is kind of lousy today, guys. I don't even look at the market every day. Why? Because I'm a long-term investor, 3 to 5 years, okay? I told you, if you watch this market every day, it's like watching paint dry. And you wouldn't watch paint dry. Don't waste your time. Go to the gym. Spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Do something positive for yourself. Invest your money. Make good decisions, set notifications, and come back to it. But I'll just do a real quick review. Bitcoin today is at 39,500. The entire crypto market is down 6.7%. We know the traditional markets are down as well because there's a lot going on in the world, guys. There's a lot in all these different events have an impact on the markets, okay? So I don't sweat it. I still sleep at night knowing that I have good projects. You make decisions based on whatever your situation deems necessary. Ethereum is $2,992. Oh my goodness, that is a fire sale. And you can see some of the other projects. They're all down. Cardano is down Cardano is down 10% in 24 hours. Solana's down 10%. Ethereum's down 6%. Avalanche down 7.8%. Terra is up 0.2%. Sheeb is down 9%. And you can see this for yourself. So just take a look if you want to, just so you can know what's going on. But the reason I have Coingecko up today is because I'm going to talk about categories. Remember I told you about categories? I'm going to review 4 important crypto categories so you can have an understanding of why a particular crypto has value. Okay, so I clicked on categories in Coingecko because I just want you all to see this. And if you scroll through, you can see all these different categories. They are categorized by chain because different chains have ecosystems. For example, Zilliqa has its own ecosystem. Oracle has its ecosystem. But today, since we're going to be looking at smart contracts, if you look at smart contract platform, if you click there, you will see that it has its own ecosystem. Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, Terra, Avalanche, Polygon, Near Protocol, Polkadot, Hedera, VeChain, Phantom. So you can see all the Harmony. You can see all the different smart contract chains under this particular category. And I just wanted you all to see that because that's important if you just want to further your education and your knowledge about these 4 categories I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so there we go. So you can check that out at Coingecko. Now, let's get into these different 4 I want to talk about. So category number 1. Store of value cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm not going to spend much time on the store of value cryptocurrency because there is only one, and that one is Bitcoin. There are other blockchains, Litecoin being one, but I'm not going to spend time there. Bitcoin is the store of value cryptocurrency. It was created to replace gold as a store of value and or to replace the United States dollar as the reserve currency of the world. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, I've already told you, I don't believe that Bitcoin will replace the United States dollar as the reserve currency. However, I do believe that Bitcoin will be of significant value in the future. And I also believe that Bitcoin will be right there along with the United States dollar and gold and potentially some other superpowers for the world reserve currencies like China's wands. So it may be the United States dollar, the China yuan, and gold and Bitcoin. So I do think that Bitcoin will play a significant role. And you're probably thinking, why? First of all, there will only be a 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be mined. The last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140. Now, let me tell you why this 21 million is significant. Right now, we're going through inflation. And a store of value cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, it was created so that you could preserve your purchasing power with this particular crypto over a period of time. Because right now, I'm getting ready to show you the United States dollar, the value has decreased tremendously. So Bitcoin, if you had Bitcoin is more valuable today than it was 10 years ago. It's more valuable today than it was 5 years ago. We can't say the same for the United States dollar. So a store of value cryptocurrency, the main idea is that it increases in value and it increases the purchasing power over a period of the time. And that is why it's going to significantly challenge other world currencies. Why? Let me show you why. Let's take a look at the dollar. Here is the dollar for since 2013. It is ridiculous. And let's look at how the value of the dollar has decreased over time. In 1929, you could get 30 Hershey candy bars for $1. $1 bought you, in 1913, $1 bought you 30 candy bars. In 1929, $1 bought you 10 rolls of toilet paper. In 1933, $1 bought you 10 bottles of beer. In 1944, $1 bought you 20 bottles of Coke. And I'm going to keep going down. In 1997, $1 bought you 4 grapefruits. In 2008, $1 bought you 2 lemons. Today, $1 buys you a cup of coffee from McDonald's. And as you can see, as the time has gone on, you can see that there has been a significant decrease in the value of the dollar. And why? You probably say, what does that come from? Why did that happen? What happened because of something called money printing. Our government has printed trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. As a matter of fact, 80% of all US dollars were printed in the last 2 years. So just think about that. Of all the US dollars that exist all over the world, 80% of those dollars were printed in the last 2 years. That's true. So now we have significantly increased our supply. And we know everything is supply and demand. So we've significantly increased the supply of dollars. Now dollars are worth a lot less. And the bad thing about it is we don't have anything to back it up. The government has spent money. They have went on a spending spree. Our balance sheet is like 20 trillion. It's up to $20 trillion as of October 2021 from 4 trillion in January 2020. Guys, that's ridiculous. This money was spent on all kinds of stuff. PPP loans and forgiving loans, and just the American government has went crazy with freebies, and the middle class is going to be stuck with the bill. And that's just what it is, because a lot of people won't even go back to work. Why would you go back to work when you're getting all this free money, free everything? I've heard horror stories. It's crazy. So now we're hit with inflation, and you see what inflation has done. You have people, their rent has tripled. If you have a mortgage, God bless you. But here's the thing with mortgages. Even if you were looking to move, now home values have soared and they have skyrocketed, and they cost a lot of money as well. So having a Bitcoin, what Bitcoin will do, will allow you to maintain the purchasing power of your currency. Every year, currency loses 2 to 3% of its value. That's in any country. I don't care where you are. It's going to already lose 2 to 3% of its value because governments print more money than they should, and they need to, without any accountability, okay? And right now in the United States, the last reported inflation number was about 8%, but it's not. It's really between 15 and 20%. That's the true inflation number. Now, crypto, if you're investing in crypto, crypto is going to outperform inflation by a large percentage amount, okay? And so that's why I'm invested in crypto, because the purchasing power of my currency is going to significantly increase, while the value of the dollar is going to significantly decrease, and it's worth a lot less. Look at what happened in Venezuela, okay? So that's the kind of situation that we're in. All right, so next, number two. Number two is smart contract cryptocurrencies. And so you're probably wondering, what is a smart contract? Well, basically, a smart contract, those are cryptocurrencies that can be programmed. And so you have what they call developers. And these developers are really computer programmers. And what they do, they program this cryptocurrency to do things. So, for example, they say, if Ida deposits 1,000 tokens into this account, then you give her 10 tokens every week until she takes it out. Or it'll say, if the weather in this particular city is 80 degrees, then you're going to release X gallons of water and ship them to a certain location. So smart contracts is programmable cryptocurrencies. And think about different applications that you use on your computer now. You use different applications on your computer and on your smartphone. So those applications that you use on your smartphone, they are developed by developers. But here's the thing that's different about these apps on your cell phone or your computer. They're centralized. There's one central huge entity that owns most of those apps, and they're making all the money. They're gathering all the data from you, and they're selling that data and marketing that data all over the world. In a decentralized environment, we the people are the ones who get to determine who gets our data, who gets to see our data. We actually get to sell our data. So they don't have control over our data and our information. And so that's another thing about smart contracts. Also, in with these traditional applications, they are a lot less secure than dApps on a blockchain. They're a lot less secure. So that's another issue. All right, so that's all I have for that one. Next, let's talk about Oracle cryptocurrencies. Okay, so what's an Oracle? So an Oracle is something that retrieves information and connects to different entities so that they can talk to each other. So oracles, they actually go grab information from the traditional world or the regular web, and it brings that information back to the blockchain, because the blockchain doesn't know anything. It doesn't know what day of the week it is, what time it is, what the weather is. It doesn't know the price of anything. So you've got to have oracles that go retrieve the information from the web or the internet or from whatever source, but I call them traditional sources. They grab that information and they bring it back to the blockchain, so the blockchain like smart contracts can work. So for example, if there is a smart contract that is relying upon the stock market prices, well, the blockchain doesn't know what the Amazon price for the day is, or the NASDAQ, or the S&P 500. So the Oracle will fetch the information from a traditional source and then bring it back to the blockchain, thus allowing the smart contract to execute and do certain things. And so that's the importance of oracles. And if you listen to me, you've heard me talk about Chainlink. There are some other oracles. You got Band Protocol, API. My favorite, and this is not financial advice, is Chainlink. Chainlink, every blockchain uses Chainlink. Chainlink is integrated with everyone. They are. So Chainlink is the, in my opinion, premier oracle to own. And I do believe that you've got to have, and whatever oracle you choose to purchase, but you've got to have it, some oracle in your portfolio. All right, so there is Chainlink. And the fourth one I'm going to talk about today, because I'll do a second video so you all can, and I'll go over some other ones, because I'm not going to talk about DeFi. I'm not going to talk about meme coins or stable coins. But the fourth one I'm going to talk about today is payment cryptocurrencies. And so here's the thing with payments, guys, that you all may not realize. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, those are the middlemen. They make a ton of money off of fees when you transact money. And if you've ever sent money overseas, internationally, if you've ever closed on a mortgage and you've had to use Swift to transfer money, it's expensive, it is slow, and it's a lot less secure. And now here's what cryptocurrencies and blockchain will do. It'll be dirt cheap. It will be dirt cheap. It will be fast. I mean, lickety split fast. And it'll be secure. Now, but here's the thing. A lot of the chains have to increase their transactions per second. So right now, Visa does about 24,000 transactions per second. And you can see the comparison here in this graphic that shows you. But a lot of chains are catching up to Visa and even surpassing Visa in terms of the quickness of their transactions. Another thing, it can sometimes take Visa or MasterCard 7 to 14 days to finalize a transaction. With a blockchain transaction, that transaction will be finalized in, it can be as little as 1 minute, 30 seconds, okay? That's huge in terms of record keeping, money transfers, just everything. So it's just a much better system. So there are the 4 different types of cryptocurrencies, and there's use cases, and you have to determine what you think you should have in your portfolio. In my opinion, I own Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the store of value, hands down. I'm not sure if it will replace the dollar, but I know that it will be up there with the dollar. So of course I own Bitcoin. Smart contract platforms, I own a ton of smart contract. I own Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Zio, Harmony One, Terra Luna. So there's a lot of them to own. And so don't spread yourself thin, not financial advice. I've been at this for a while, so I've been able to accumulate for a while. And then of course, payment cryptocurrencies, I own several in that category as well, okay? And then the oracle, the only oracle that I own is Chainlink, but I do own some XYO as well. I do own some XYO. It's a location, kind of a location oracle in my opinion, and I think that it may do something. But anyway, so there you go. There are 4 different categories of cryptocurrencies and digital assets. And now you have a little bit more information so you can understand how they get how they get their value and where they get their value from. And one other tidbit of information I'm going to share with you all. People ask me, what's the difference between a crypto and a token? Cryptocurrencies, crypto has its own blockchain, okay? Tokens reside on a blockchain. So a smart contract can create a token. Like smart contracts create non-fungible tokens and a lot of other tokens. So that's just another tidbit piece of information. A token is created from a smart contract. A cryptocurrency actually resides on its own blockchain. So I want you all to have that information. All right, so I hope this information was helpful. Remember, my name is Ida. Don't forget to subscribe, and like, and share, because sharing is caring. Until next time, I am out.